Okay, I gotta fix the chat. Okay. Hi. Okay, it's Sunday, June 2nd. Happy June. Okay, so, okay, here's the thing. I feel like my version of what happened to Aaron, based on the information that I collected, okay, is basically, doesn't coincide with what the coroner's report is. But all I can do is basically like say it, write it, publish it, and it's like a message in a bottle. You know what I'm saying? You hope to find the others, but if you don't, at some point you have to like also have boundaries too. And so that's why I was like, well, you know, at some point for me, it has to have some kind of like peaceful path forward. You know what I'm saying? So, am I making sense? It's like, okay, so went back, watched Fallen Idols again, because I'm like, I gotta watch that twice. One of the BSB fans that was in that first episode was someone that stalked me and my family because I did the Aaron Carter case. So I was like, okay, so now I know who my stalker is, which is like, that was dealt with. But just saying, it was like, okay, now I know exactly who that person was. And, but that's why I said, for me, it's like, okay, so what do you do when you make the information that you collected public? What do you do with that? You just put it out into the public. I mean, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if anything will ever else will ever happen with Aaron's case. I don't know. But at some point I have to be like, okay, this is the path that I'm going, but if it doesn't move forward, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like in my version of events, things are not going to change. So I don't know if I'm going to be that person alone that's going to be able to make the change happen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the whole thing wasn't corruption. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they don't care. But the thing is here's really my take on Aaron Carter's death in like a nutshell. Like if I had like 3 minutes to describe like my version of events have to differ just based on the crime scene photos alone. Okay? In the crime scene photos, they have towels that are covering up where the body died. If you look at Aaron's crime scene photos, the one thing that everybody agreed on, those were Aaron Carter's crime scene photos. There were towels that were on the floor that were dry, and what it was covering up was basically like urine and feces, like what the body excretes once it you die. Everything that's inside comes out, and they just put towels over it. So like that's a cover up. Okay. So for that reason alone, because that was part of the whole way that Aaron died, because it was literally a cover up. Like, I'm not reading into that. That's literally what happened there. That alone makes me want to look around more. Secondly, the autopsy report that was made public record states that he died in the tub. But he didn't die in the tub, he died on the floor. All you have to do is look at the floor and you could see that's where he died, okay? Like, I had a Doberman one time, and he died in my kitchen, and I couldn't believe it. I was so upset. It was so sad. But he, he released his bodily fluids. That's how I knew he died. And I was like, man. So he had heart disease. So anyway, it's just common sense, okay, that I would think that way. It's just common sense I would think that way because, like, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm looking at, okay? And then as far as Matthew Perry in the hot tub thing, like, literally he was found in hot water, okay? So for me, it was like, okay, like when people say that, like, oh, I got in hot water or whatever, which means like, like spiritual jail, or you're in trouble, or that was like the description of the feeling of you being like in trouble for something. You know what I'm saying? So something was going on there because they literally found him in hot water. Okay, like literally they found him in hot water. So something was going on there, But I mean, he himself admitted that, he was a heavy drug user. He wrote a book about it, you know what I'm saying? But like, okay, so that was his time. Like, listen, nothing lasts forever, okay? None of us are going to make it out of this world, okay, without going through the death process. It's not possible. We're humans. I know I'm going to die someday. You know what I mean? I know Cupid is going to go over the rainbow bridge, and I'm going to hate it, and it's going to suck, but our bodies wear out, And the thing is I I adore, like, Aaron's fans are really cool. Like, I like to talk to them. Like, I have my own fan favorites that I do back and forth here and there, But, like, for me, I'm still, like, in the recovery phase of my surgery, And I'm like, today was the first day in, like, minimum 6 weeks that I could even just stretch and touch my toe. Stretch and touch my toe. It's been like that. It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I suffered for a very long time with that problem. I was so grateful to be able to have that surgery. You have no idea how grateful. Oh my God. That saved my life. Okay. I was like, oh, thank God. So I am working with my body to repair itself because it was damaged. I don't know. It's the way God made me. So I'm going to take my time, like with the whole, like, finishing Aaron's documentary. But, just wanted to say, listen, I come in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come in peace. I come in peace. I'm not going to haunt you forever. I'm not God. Only God would do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I will have these questions, these lingering questions, and, what I see, and that's it. You know what I mean? But, like, Aaron will forever be a part of my life because he was such a major, like, believe me, when Aaron Carter is in your life. It's like he doesn't go away. Like, I just feel like he will very much noticeably let you know that he's around. Good, bad, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows who took him out. You know what I'm saying? So, but he came in peace. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing about Aaron is like, you knew at the end of the day, the only person he was really he was like self-sabotage. He did self-sabotage because he was like, well, if nobody's gonna help me, then like what's the answer? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like he was just so ahead of his time and like he was so gifted, but like he was just like a little firecracker that like didn't have like, you know what I'm saying? Like he just kind of paid it all up front in his like younger years. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching this one clip in Fallen Angels because I went back and Fallen Idols. I went back and rewatched it, and it was like Aaron was running like away from Melanie or after Melanie. I don't know. And he had that same little boy haircut like he had when he had the like Aaron, when he had like the Aaron, whatever. Anyway, it just always seems like such a little kid to me. I don't know why. Even when he was like in his 30s, he just seemed like he was still like that little Aaron, you know what I'm saying, running around. And like, I don't know. Then the Home Alone thing, I don't know. The other thing too in that documentary was that so Nick lived with his cousins. I don't know. And then when Nick turned 18, he didn't want his parents managing him anymore. And like they got mad, so he just like went off on his own. But they did kind of abandon him though. I didn't know that part, you know what I'm saying? But who's to judge when times get tight? You know what I'm saying? If you can't lean on family, then who should you turn to? You know what I'm saying though? You know? And it's like I don't know. I feel like I have to say, you know, I don't know. Like I'm not going to change the version of the story that I have. And with that, it's just kind of like, okay, where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? Just leave it like open ended until the answers come. They may never come. I can tell you that. But just put the evidence out there and let the people decide for themselves, you know what I'm saying? But so Shane Coyle, all of a sudden, so you go back to September of 2019, that is when a problem happened with, September 2019 is basically when September 2019, Aaron goes live with Ashley, one of Nick's accusers. The next day, they got Angel and Nick got restraining orders against Aaron. Okay, hey, he's got to protect his family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Aaron took it one way, but I mean, at the same time, you have to look at both sides. I mean, what do you want them to do? Fight about it in the public? I don't know. I feel like sometimes restraining orders, are not such a bad idea just because maybe what Aaron was doing wasn't such a good idea. You know what I'm saying? But however they worded it, you can't go back and like, I mean, you have to like when you go back and review the evidence, you have to really like think about it from a bunch of different point of views. You know what I'm saying? And like Nick Carter is a professional musician. You know what I'm saying? Like for that alone, he has to protect his, celebrity status. I mean, whatever. So, that's just the way I look at things. Like, okay, off the crime scene photos alone, that is like it's the definition of a cover up. That's it. The towels on the floor is a definition of a cover up. But all I can do is document it and then, like, just document it and put it out there. Even putting it on YouTube, documenting it and putting it out there. It's still another avenue, using my throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? To speak about it too. So, I don't know. Elon Musk had a meeting with Trump because Trump was going to ask him to be an advisor to the White House. Wow, that would be pretty cool. Give him the contracts on the municipal cars. Let's go electric. Let's go electric. At least start going electric. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, greenhouse effect is a very real thing. It's a very real thing. I'm telling you. The ice caps are melting. Climate change is real. Do everything you can to save energy because it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like the earth is burning up in a way. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get gory. Anyway, that's it though. I'm gonna put a just package in it, and maybe we can get, like a civil rights lawyer or somebody in the future that wants to open up, an investigation or whatever. But I mean, I think at some point I have to be able to be like, okay, well, this is my latest offer, and if it doesn't go through, then I have to be okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. I feel like Aaron's case just, he'll eat up all of your time. You know what I mean? If you let him. But yes and no. Yes and no. We all take our breaks from it too. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. Just, that's it really. I'm not reading too much into it, but those are the reasons. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just find the others is the most powerful thing that you can say to connect with the others. It was the restraining orders. Then it was Ganville got the money from Lauren Kitt. Then it was Lauren Kitt Carter. Then it was Shane flipped on him in December and showed a pile of cash. And then, but those were online. So Shane Coyle received a payment in cash. So that would have been, in my opinion, Lori Knight, because she was the one allegedly that was dealing in the cash. Lauren K. Carter donated $100. Okay, well, I mean, I just, you can draw your own conclusions from that. You know what I'm saying? However you feel about that, but it, what Shane Coyle was showing wasn't $100. It was like $10,000. Okay, maybe more. And basically making fun of Aaron and saying, at best I'll give Aaron $1,000 a night to be able, like, at best Aaron will make $1,000 a night, and then throws $1,000 down, and then he goes, but you go against Aaron. I think that's what he was saying to that effect. Something like all of a sudden it was like, F you, Aaron, and like threw down like $10,000. So was he and then like flipped on him. So I don't know. Something made him change his mind so quickly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but okay, what recently happened in his life to make him all of a sudden change his mind so quickly? And then he flashes like, $10,000 cash. And it's like, okay, like that's all that it cost, your friendship with Aaron. After that, you were just like, I'll just trash him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, if you broke Aaron's trust, then, then his loyal fans, you broke their trust too. You know what I'm saying? Like, when someone tells you who they are, just believe them. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even like, what? Hello, you know what I'm saying? That's if he broke Aaron's trust, then what do you think he's gonna do to you? I don't know. It's just, again, it's a theory. What I have is a theory. A theory would need to be proven. At this point, the only way to be able to prove it correctly would be through the legal system, but I'm not sure if I have the right to do that or not. I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer. I just research, but that doesn't mean that like what I'm saying is accurate. That's why I put it out into the universe. I'm like, do you know if this is? And see what happens, you know? But basically, yeah, you know, do we have a right to have this case heard? I don't know. At the end of the day, are they going to end up doing anything to him? I mean, I doubt it. They don't lock up criminals anymore. They really don't. I mean, they do, but they don't. I feel like, yeah, people do get away with murder, actually. You know what I'm saying? So it might be like that, too. I just feel like I'm not the one that's in control of the ending. You know what I'm saying? The universe is. And so I'm not going to mess with the universe. You know what I'm saying? I'll take what's on the menu when it's the universe is talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play God. That's too big of a job for me, you know? I'm just, I don't know. I guess I just audited his case and, you know, that's where I'm at now. And I don't know. Until a lawyer moves forward, I'm not going to be able to move forward past this point, because at this point it's like, well, that's it. I've gone as far as I can without a lawyer. So, but under the thing is like, not even me though. It's just like the collective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Just say, how does this work now? You know what I mean? Can it be because, like, you know, we got all the fans got together and we came up with this? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not anybody even needs to take any kind of name to it. Somebody will just look into it for us. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to be some long drawn out litigation. You want to save the court's time as much as possible. Court's not a place where anybody should waste any time at all, okay? Because it's like, if you're there, it's do the best you can to resolve it without being in front of the judge. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the judge to know who you are by your face, okay? Not in any county. So we gotta clear up those rumors right away. I'm just saying, like, I mean, is it possible for someone to look into his case to prove the theory? It would happen. The theory has to be proven. That's it. There has to be somebody who would be able to document it, like on a legal level, to go any further. I don't know how, really, other than to just do the citizen's arrest, if that's even a possible thing. I don't know. Well, it's documented for a reason, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just trying to heal, and I'm doing okay. Cupid is doing okay. I just am like, you know, with the research and stuff like that. I'm not gonna forget about Aaron or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when something comes up, I'll throw it up there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the documentary I'm writing, it'll be with like, this is just the evidence that I came up with. And I'm really just, it's like soliciting for a lawyer, really, or free legal in a way, because it's a citizen's arrest. You got to have paperwork. Just because you hire a lawyer, listen, you better have a case if you want a lawyer, okay? So here's my case summary. That's it. Like, you can't expect the lawyer to do your research. You have to have everything documented, okay, to get through the legal system. It's just like a never-ending paper trail, and it's an expensive one because it's copy postage fax. So I don't know, but I feel like I could also, okay, so like Checkthestar posted that all these documentaries and ain't none of them telling the truth. Well, he would know because he was there, okay? So, I don't know. Whatever with that guy. He's just, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I don't know. But I do believe he was there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, all I can say is you can't outrun the karma. You can't. You cannot outrun the karma. You cannot outrun the karma. He showed on his Instagram, like basically he was standing on the side of a road with the cops pulling him, whoever he was with over. So it was like a traffic stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's bad energy. You know what I mean? Like, that is like, what happened there? Never want to get pulled over by the cops. No, I mean, I don't. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened there? But see, again, can't outrun the karma. You know what I'm saying? That still was like, there's that, like, why are you getting busted by the cops? You know what I'm saying? Just like that criminal vibe comes in. So it's like not a good look, but whatever. Advertises that he's also part of a gang too. Well, it's like, right, that's what I keep saying. It was a whole gang that took Aaron down. But I don't know. My theory is based around the towels that were lying on the floor in the crime scene. Once I saw that, I knew for sure that something in my mind was like, oh, look, it's a cover up, okay? And so then everything after that, from that point on, it became a criminal investigation for me. But I mean, I'm just one person in the world, and it doesn't mean that, like, you know, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, what else would that be? Okay, what else would that be? If he drowned in the tub, where was he? If he drowned in the tub, where was he? No, he died on the floor. 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 But it's like the body, where was the body at? You know what I mean? I think that it would depend on the wallet. What was in his wallet? Because Melanie got the wallet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when were those photos taken? Because it depends on what was in the wallet. If she spent the wallet, if that was the never full bag on November 4th, that means that Aaron died on November 4th. But where was the body at? Where did they put Aaron's body? Did they already take it away? Because where was it? I don't know. Where was his body? We don't see his body. We see a body bag coming out, but we don't see his body. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know they're saying that they collected his body on November 5th, but okay, wait. Then when were those photos taken? Like right after the body was taken out, then they went up and did it? Okay, she got those pictures taken right then and there. Fine. But it was dark outside that window. That's the weird part. It's like, but where was the body? You know what I'm saying? Where was the body at in those photos? You don't see the body. You see a body bag, but where was Aaron's body? You know what I'm saying? I want to know how long Aaron was dead before they called the coroner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, those, I don't, it's, they didn't find him in, he died on the floor. He didn't die in that tub. So the crime scene photos, the stories about Betty pulling him out of the tub. No, that's not accurate. He did die on the floor. Betty did not take him out of the tub. He pulled himself out of the tub. So, and if he died on the floor, it's just like, okay, fine, he died on the floor. But what happened to the body? Because the crime scene photos were taken after he died, probably after they came and collected the body too. Because, I mean, Melanie was there and Betty allegedly took the photos. So it could have happened right then and there. I don't know, but it was dark outside that window. So if it was the night before, where was the body at? Where was the body at? Where did they put the body? Did they move it? I mean, these are people that are robbing him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know if they moved it. And then, like, Melanie went and pickpocketed that night. And then they, like, I don't know, put him back on top of the towels. It depends on if she used that wallet or not. But I wouldn't know that. That would have to be subpoenaed information. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to get somebody who wants to work on the case as far as like in the legal system to document it for it to be, if you want justice in the legal system. If you're just going on the karma train, that you don't have to do the accounting anywhere because the universe does the accounting for you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's it. I don't want constant like problems or harassment or anything like that because I feel like, you know, I have a legitimate reason to want to look into Aaron's case. And it's just my version of it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it true, it makes it interesting. So I hope everybody has a good Sunday and do something to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important, I have learned. Okay? It's not wise to push yourself aside. Okay? So do something for yourself today. Appreciate yourself too. Like, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so enjoy every moment that you have now. The power is in the current moment. The power is now. The power is now. Namaste.